Okay, of course it's Chris's Central Station, and this is our second video at Ron Fox's. This man is prolific. He's been prolific since his youth, and we'll try and cover some of that. But one of the things he did was collect a lot of standard gauge and this video is really for all my American viewers. I hope you guys really enjoy this. I don't think I've seen a good collection of standard gauge in Australia as good as what Ron's got. And for those who don't know the difference between standard gauge and O gauge, that's an O gauge piece of track at the top, and underneath it is a standard gauge. Now, O gauge is 1 1/4 inches in old measurements, and for American measurements, because they're still in those measurements, standard gauge is 2 1/4. As you can see, much bigger trains, much bigger curves, you need much more space, but what you get is incredibly beautiful engines, carriages, wagons and scenery. So this is all from the 90s. It was, what was the name of the?
Classic models.
Classic models, thanks Ron. So I'll just go in close. I mean, look at these beautiful driving wheels. So Ron's been collecting these, as he said, from I think the 60s or the 70s. Now if we go over here and we go up the top, we've got some standard gauge, which my American viewers will know what it is.
It's Lionel.
Sorry, yeah, standard gauge Lionel. This is old. This is in very good nick, as you can see. Although from this angle I think there's a bit of dust, but I didn't tell Ron I was coming. We won't worry about that. And the one at the end, can you recognise that? That's the President's car. And Ron even has the little El Presidente to sit in the back. This was what the engines look like for standard gauge, big, bulky and powerful engines. And if we move over here, and some of this is about 100 years old, 80 years old, was more of the older Lionel standard gauge, and some lovely carriages. But if we go down a level, look at these. You might remember these engines, or if you've seen them, this is what they're like. And just to give you an idea of the size, that's my hand. Right, so these are big boys. They're not the American big boy, but they're big, powerful, lovely engines. Hook those on behind, ahead of a few of these standard gauge wagons, and you're looking good. Now, you might be wondering what some of these four-wheel wagons are. They're from a company in the States, which was called again, Ron? I forgot.
Richard.
Richard, which you guys will know over there. And a lot of these little ones were made for their club meetings or their AGMs when everybody got some. Now, I should make a point at this stage that the Hornby Railway Collectors Association started off with AGMs where everybody got a souvenir. In fact, I've actually got one on my car because we just had an AGM. And Ron made the first 4 years. And then, of course, our friend Alan Middleton has made many, Errol Godden and Bill Goddard. So we're really a point of history where we couldn't get trains in Australia, so we got them made. But this is for you Americans who really like Americans. And I've got quite a lot of Americans, mainly MTH, as you know, big boys, triplexes and things like that, because it's too expensive for me to buy. But Ron got these when he was young. Now, just to show you that he's, well, one of his many things, this is his layout. You may see in some of his videos on Ron Fox, and as I said previously, I'll give you a link. And of course, this is Bassett Loke, and this is Bing. Now, of course, what I like about Ron's layout, if you look at his videos, is he changes the scenery according to the engines and wagons and carriages he's running. And I really like that, because if you look at my layouts, you'll know that every time I build a new one, I change the scenery to match what trains I was running. So there's many things. Ron says he has lots of other things I'm not going to see, but this is basically it for the trains. And as you can see, some of the scenery at the top. And Ron, would you like to say goodbye?
Oh, see you later.
Okay, thanks very much, Ron. All of us are indebted to you. This is goodbye from Chris's Central Station. Thanks very much for watching.